welcome to titaniumtalarstarot. And today I will be doing a how can you help yourself, others, in the world this week. Alright, so I'll be following some Superconscious Education content. I will also be utilizing a deck I wrote myself, which I named the Action Oracle. And with that, sometimes you will hear a plane passing by. If you do, sorry, I can't really control planes. But it is what it is, right? So, with that being said, my gorgeous triple seers, let's get into the cards. How can my perfectionists help themselves this week? Please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share how they can help the world, how they can help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides. And you got confide. Confide in someone else. Take a load off your shoulders. I don't know. Have someone else help you help yourself. Is what I'm getting. Now for my perfectionists, but how they can help others this week. So you got adjust your method. I don't know if you can see it. Adjust your method. I'm thinking you've been doing something a specific way up until this point. It is time that you adjust your method in order to get a better result at doing this. Why are we getting so many plays? So many interruptions. Are you being interrupted? Is that what's going to happen? Now, how they can help the world this week. Please, angels and guides. And you got dumbfound, surprise. So dumbfound and surprise the people around you. I feel like when you adjust your method, you are going to dumbfound and surprise the world, right? Because they are not used to this. So now for my helpers, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my helpers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my helpers, the ones who know exactly how to assist someone else in order for them to get what they want. So, and you got how can you help yourself this week? It's to stand up. Stand up for yourself, stand up for your beliefs, stand up for what you want to see in the world. Now, how can you help others? And you got rewrite your story. I get adjust your story. I feel like it's not the first time you've been talking about your story, but okay, I'm getting a very interesting message. I don't know if you know this, but the first documented light worker was Jesus, alright? And Jesus had a very particular way of going about spreading his word, or spreading the word of his Father, of God, who, by the way, is all of our fathers, quote unquote. Anyway, you see, Jesus, like I said, had one specific way of talking about his message. And of course, there was only one type of person that was drawn to his message because he said it in one specific way. If you want to attract more people, now this doesn't have to be in regards to light working or religious or anything. It's just a matter of sharing your ideas, sharing the way you do things. If you want other people to like what you do, you have to cater to them. Okay, this is basically closing 101. Okay, you learn how to get to the person, get to the individual that you're talking with. That's how you close. You adjust your message to them. You don't expect the other way around. You are not following the golden rule, which is do unto others as you would like to have done unto you. You do unto others as they would like to have done unto them. that, which is the platinum rule, by the way. Now, for how my helpers can help the world this week, please, angels and guides. And you got head into something new. How you can help the world this week, my helpers, is by heading into something new, heading into a new way of doing things is what I'm getting. Now for my achievers, the individuals who like to set goals for themselves and attain them and kind of be like a role model for others. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my achievers, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. By the way, that would be the Oprah Winfrey type, right? So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and I'm staring to space, please come forward and share how achievers can help themselves this week. And you got write your message, write what's on your mind, write a book, write a story, write a column, I don't know, but write it down. Like, if you're getting an idea, write it, because or else it's gonna pop away, and you don't want that. You want something to remember it by, so that you can later revisit it. Right now, how you can help others. So also how you can help yourself. Yeah, you can help yourself by writing it down so you can remember it. Haha. Now, how you can help others is by daring to dream. Yes, if you are kind of if you want to be in the role of the role model, you have to dare to dream, and you have to dare to go after your dreams, right? Yes. Now, how my achievers can help the world. And you got be playful. Yes, it's important to dare to dream. It's important to achieve your dream, but it is also important to be playful so that others who are your mentees look to you with a look of, wow, I want to do that because it looks fun. I want to do that because it looks enticing. I want to do that because of XYZ, right? Yes. Now, for my individualists. So please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my individualists, this would be the artists, the trendsetters, the YouTubers, the ones who like to follow their own agenda, and who, yes, I guess follow their own agenda, who don't who don't think that what other people want them to do is necessarily beneficial for them. I don't know if that was correct, but basically they follow their own path is what I'm getting. So how they can help themselves is start fresh. Start fresh. Yep. Start fresh. I'm not saying start something new. Maybe just decide that you're going to start a new chapter in your life, which does not necessarily mean that you're doing something else. It just means that you've closed the chapter and you're starting something else. So you might still be utilizing the same method of working, but you have embarked upon something new. Just like a chapter in a book, you are going into a new chapter in your life is what I'm getting for my individualists. Now, how they can help the world, how they can help others this week. So please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share. Okay. How my individualists can help others this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good, who has a message for my individualists, please come forward and share. And you got be vulnerable. So how you can help others is by being vulnerable, is by showing and talking about the difficulties you have to go through, because generally people see the before and after. They don't see the in-between. And that can be difficult. I feel like that might be helpful for me because people might, I don't know, some people might remember me from before my accident or like right after my accident because I was in a car accident a couple of years ago, 14 actually. And I mean, now it doesn't look like I've been through what I've been through, but I have, and it doesn't mean that because I don't look it now that I didn't have to go through hell to get here. That it was easy peasy lemon squeezy to get here. It was not. I can tell you this. Okay, it was hard. It was hard work, and it was determination and persistence. So now, for how they can help the world, yeah, follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Yes, this is exactly why I am doing what I'm doing. It's not glorious. I mean, it is glorious. I love it because I love being the center of attention. But what I'm trying to say is that, sometimes your intuition is going to make you do this, or other times it's going to make you do, I don't know, since have you sweep the floors, which is what I'm going to do after this, because, you gotta, but just follow your intuition, and your intuition will lead you up to what you need to do. And if you do that and other people see you following your intuition and knowing that the reason why you're where you're at is because you followed your intuition, they will do the same as well because they are like they are interested in knowing how you got to where you got to, right? So now on to my investigators. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my investigators, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. And you've got two cards. You got have fun respectfully and let go of overlook. So my investigators, I feel like, okay, so you want to have fun, but if you want to have fun in a way that will get you because investigators are scientists, right? Scientists, so you have the head scientist, and then you have all the people working under that head scientist dream or objective in order to help the head scientist figure out what he needs to figure out, right? To discover what he wants to discover. And for that, first and foremost, working with people, you definitely have to be able to talk to all these different people, right? And not really hurt their feelings. So having fun respectfully is a must. And then also, some people sometimes don't really measure up to everything that you want them to be, especially from the get-go. Not everyone's born knowing everything that you thought from the beginning, right? It's like there is a learning curve. That is what training is. And that is what happens at work. You get trained to do a specific task. And specifically, if you are the head scientist or you don't have to be a scientist, you can be the lead project manager, right? If you are that, you have to train your team to work together in the best possible way. In order for your project to advance, you need other people for it to advance, and for that, you need to train them and blah, 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 blah. But one of the key components is that you need to see what's happening and you need to let it go, right? You can't just spend every single waking moment fixing and adjusting what other people are doing. If you do that, you will spend your lifetime fixing messes, and you won't actually be able to complete the project that you hired them for. If you know what I mean. So this is for my investigators and investigators, let me just make sure I understand myself. Okay, investigators, how you can help yourself. And this might just be you and your higher self and all that jazz. So just because, and I guess you and your part personalities, right? Because you have different types of personalities at different times of the day, depending on if you're hungry, if you're tired, if you just took a shower, your personality changes a bit, right? So now for how they can help others this week. Please, angels and guides. And I got feel your emotions. How you can help others. Okay, the image that I'm getting at this moment in time is that, remember I did talk of how, let go, overlook. You have a team, like a person in your team who's not really measuring up, but like I said, you can't really spend your time adjusting every single detail of the project in what they are doing, because they're also going to be spending your time and not achieving what you planned out to achieve, right? So in order for them to notice that, oh, I'm doing something wrong, you need to feel your emotions and be vulnerable so that they see that what they are doing is not really up to par. Okay? Is what I'm getting. Now, for how you can help the world this week. And you got wrap. Wrap a present. Wrap it up. So it could be rap a song. So either your team feels like you're overbearing, so you need to lighten the mood by rapping, or just lightening the mood. I don't know how you're going to do that. Or you're going to wrap a present. To your team, because your team has done a very good job. Just because one individual in the team did not measure up does not mean that the team does not work well together. I mean, who knows? Something might have happened in the life of that one individual in your team. Don't dismiss the rest of your team just because the one has an issue. Okay. Now for my loyalists, the ones who stick behind an idea even if no matter what, right? So please, angels and guides, what's the highest good, who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good, who has a message for my loyalists, please come forward and share. And you got flow with. So my loyalists, you're going to flow with others, you're going to flow with the team, you're going to flow with the group, you're going to flow with something. I don't know what, it's going to differ for every single one of you, but it is what it is. Now, how my loyalists can help others this week. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. So that was how can you help yourself. So, and you can help yourself by flowing with the team, flowing with the group, flowing with others, flowing with your intuition, your higher self. That could be a team. Anyway, so please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my loyalists, how can they help others this week? Please, angels and guides, and you got read into, research, read up on. I don't know what this is referring to, but it's going to differ for every single one of you. But the way you can help yourself is by flowing with the team. And I guess the team is going to bring you, or your team is going to bring you an idea. And what you need to do is read into that idea or that concept or whatever it is that they want you to do. Are you working on a project? Do you have research to do for a project? Je ne sais pas, which is French for I don't know. Right, so now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, who has a message for my loyalists? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, loyalists. Please come forward and share how they can help the world this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you gotta be vulnerable. So you can help the world, my loyalists, by being vulnerable. I feel like something is not going to go up to par. I'm getting something in your life is not going to go as planned. So you are going to feel you're going to be vulnerable, and you're going to be vulnerable on a massive scale. So I feel like either you're ahead of a company, or head of a team, or head of a group, or head of family, or head of something, right? Country, whatever. And you're going to go on live and express that thing that I feel like something's going to end, and you're going to express you're going to express something. You're going to be vulnerable about it, and people are going to get closer to you. Some won't, some will. So you have to gauge the relevancy of your being vulnerable. Well, gauge how much you're going to divulge in your vulnerability. Now for my enthusiasts. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. My enthusiasts are the ones who like to be all joyful and ecstatic for an idea, right? So you got move on. So my enthusiasts, move on to something else. Move on to a new idea. Okay. So what might be happening is that you might see all these signs that something's going to come towards you, and it's going to be awesome, but it might be short-lived. I don't know what that means. But whenever it ends, move on. Move on. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just move on. I don't know what that means. So now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my enthusiasts, please come forward and share how they can help others this week. Please, angels and guides, and you gotta be patient and nurture. So for my enthusiasts, I get that this is related to the move on. So there is a project, that thing that you're working on that you thought was going to come to fruition. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's like it's not the time yet. So either you move on from the fact that you're dead set on having it be this one way, you're gonna move on from that, and by moving on from that, you're gonna be patient and nurture the connection or whatever this project is that you thought was gonna, pan out in a specific way. So you're just gonna let it be. Now, how can they help the world this week? Please, angels and guides. And you got take into consideration. Take into consideration. Take into consideration other individuals, that thing you need to move on from. Okay, the thing that you are going to need to be patient and nurturing about, you are going to need to take into consideration. Taking into consideration where you're at. Do you want to put in more time and effort into this? Is it really going to give you is it really going to pan out the way you thought it was going to pan out? Is what I'm getting. Now for my protectors. Please, angels and guides, and to the highest good who has a message for my protectors. Please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, my protectors are the ones who know exactly how to keep something safe. Or someone, something, someone, I don't know. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share how they can help themselves this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors. And you got manifestation. What are your thoughts and beliefs about this subject? Think about how it makes you feel. So my protectors, how they can help themselves is by thinking how this makes you feel, right? Thinking. Just observe yourself, basically, is become aware of how you are feeling about this something that you are currently having issues with. So please, angels, or anything for that matter, so that you can manifest it better. Okay, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share how they can help others this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you got be open to change. So you are trying, what I'm getting, all right, is that you're trying to manifest a way to protect others. Okay, and that's what you want, and this is just saying the way that you do that is by being open to change, because something that you've been doing up to this point, it hasn't really been working. So working 9 to 5. I don't know why. Which could mean that maybe now you need to go into being like an entrepreneur, doing things slightly differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Now, how can my protectors help the world this week? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share how they can help the world this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, and you got mold. Mold what you're doing to what is being asked of you. Mold what you're saying to what is being asked of you. Mold, shape, recraft, resculpt, if you know what I mean. Now for my chameleons, the ones who can use all of the aforementioned intuitive styles. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share what they should expect. For the coming week, please, angels and guides, how can they help themselves this week? And you got have standards, my chameleons. Yes, what I'm getting is that you can shape shift, not shape shift, but you can color shift depending on the situation that you have in front of you. But now, which to me is a good thing, and it's like a necessary thing. But in this case, on this card, I'm getting, yes, be able to change, be able to adapt, sorry, be able to adapt. But yet again, if you don't have standards in regards to what you actually will allow change towards, it might be a little messy. like, then you might lose yourself because you are actually paying more attention to what other people want and not as much as what you want. So you might feel like you aren't really, taking care of what you need, is what I'm getting. Now, for how you can help others, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. I'm also getting have standards so you can help others, but let me just check. Please, please, angels and guides. And you got two. You got forgive and listen to. So have standards, which, if not met, will lead to someone else's, like, you being like, okay, you're not, you don't really do what you must for me, so you're going to have your standards and keep your standards high. But even if you keep your standards high, you're going to still listen to what they have to say, and then depending on what they're going to say, you're going to forgive them. But I mean, forgive, but don't forget. Just remember. And not in the sense of you're going to bring it up every single time, just be vindictive. No, in the sense of you're going to learn from it to make your next experience better, is what I'm getting. Now, for how can my chameleons help the world this week? Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons, please come forward and share how they can help the world this week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my chameleons. And you got go somewhere new. Go somewhere new. How I can help the world. Maybe this is slightly different. Go somewhere new. I feel like your audience needs to change a little, slightly. When I say audience, people like your customers, the ones that you are going towards, the ones that you try to attract. Because what I'm getting is that you're going to get a better return on this investment, and it'll actually bring the old investment into this new investment, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like you'll attract new people, and the people that you are going to attract are going to attract the old people back in, or no, and old and new people into your sphere of customers, is what I'm getting. So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week for this video series. If you like this, and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situations, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price for private readings, as well as the email. You can send donations to my PayPal if it's still called. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye.